Gaming can just here bringing some more Space Engineers and the Hoodwinked scenario. Alright guys, last time we were here we started building this lovely little vehicle, and as you can see I've done a lot to be able to get us to this point where everything is built up and working, and even extending some of the deck and adding in new sets of wheels. Now I've also found a little snafu that this particular wheel I've got a problem with, and I've done some other things over here, but I'll show you that in more detail in just a minute. But before I get into that, do remember to hit that subscribe button, smash that like button, tap the notification bell, and leave us that nice comment below. Alright, first things first, I'm going to deal with this wheel. I found a little thing that I couldn't believe when I found it, and that was if you go into the wheels and you go to the particular wheel in question, you select all of the wheels, you can adjust the wheel offset, but as you can see you can't adjust the individual wheel itself, you know, from the suspension. So if I go add wheel, it's not going to add it because otherwise it will be buried in the terrain. But if I now do the return it back to the way it was, and do this, that even, and then go to the second one, add wheel, boom, there she is, we've got it. I was thinking, oh, that's going to be a problem, no, not at all. So basically, yeah, then we come to this, as you see, I've connected this up, and then on the other side, I've connected it down, because we've now got a platform for our respawn rover to sit on, and as you see, I've added in a medium cargo pod, an extension piece, and a connector, as well as mimicking this wheel array here, just to be able to do something with it. So we've now got a lot of these facilities in place. On top of that, I even had a bit of fun. I won't say fun, it was more like torture. You see all this corkscrew? This is a mine for getting down to silver. It corkscrews all the way down here to where the silver actually is at. It took me about, I'm going to say about 3 hours to do that, you know, all in all, because I kept on getting sidetracked by watching things like YouTube Shorts and other YouTube programs, listening to music, you know, real life events, stuff like that. I was getting so distracted. But anyway, eventually I got to the silver. So now, in here, we now have 15 medical components, so we can now build a medical room. So what I'm thinking of doing is, obviously the right hand anyway, I was thinking about making another room. Now this then allows me, if I can find a spot in the toolbars, okay, so if I now add in doors, I saw them a minute ago. I've lost them. I've probably gone right behind them again. There. Sorry, I've been doing all the progression stuff as much as I can. There are certain bits I haven't done yet. Now, in the core pack, they've now also introduced a new series of doors, and I'm getting really quite stoked to actually get into that. I'm wondering why this is glitching out though. Okay, so first of all, let's change back to our... So there's the original door, the sliding door, the offset door, and it's actually going to bring it in. I don't know what's going on. Then we've got your sliding doors, which they added in for Apex. No, it wasn't Apex. It was one before that. I forget what it's called now. Narrow doors, got the corridor round doors, the lab doors, and now we've got these things called centered doors. Which, okay, that just looks like another version of the sliding. It's another sliding door, but with glass. Now, I'm going to go on the proviso that move something. Actually, no, I've forgotten to do one thing first. I need to add in a somewhere to put all my components, because that's not going to be enough. I mean, this is good. Got 46,000 litres. I've got an idea. It's a little out there, but I think what I need to do is I need to move this O2 tank so it can be across this way and then move this. Okay, I've got an idea there. H2 that along with a
fuel low. What I'm thinking of doing is I'm thinking about taking the connection above a large tank. First things first. The ultimate goal is what we're going to do is we need to get in that storage tank, get that out of the way, connected and all that. And then what we're going to do is then we're going to, up here somewhere, we're going to have like a small medical room area. So let's see. Easiest way to go from here would be to check out what we have. Okay, that is going to be the whole height. We'll do some that maybe. would be right next to it. I think if we were to do this here. Did have actually a drop, but I missed it. I was wondering actually how I would do this because I really wanted to get this aperture as something I could get access to easily, even though I could climb up there and get access to that one. I just wanted to be able to have that easy access. Yeah, this is a pain, so having this is probably going to be a good thing in the end. But one of the things I also want to do is probably going to be around about, probably will be around about here. So I want to try and see if I can make a ramp or something like that, so I can drive up and connect onto the connector here. Yeah, do something that's different to my normal actually manually build. Okay, so we now got our big old
inventory full. Inventory full.
So the 293 interior there. That off. Yeah, the reason why I'm grading it is because I'm thinking.
Fuel low. Fuel critical.
Regretting that because I was then thinking I could get something out of the side here, you know, potentially. And we've got this lovely walk area here you can do something with. I'm thinking maybe like add in some like supports. I keep saying like, I don't know what's wrong with this up this day. Supports don't seem to be available yet. Why? They are, they're down there. Okay, so we'll do something like this. 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 We'll do hold that up, make that look like it's being supported. You know, in place. So we're looking at 10 girder and there we go. That looks a bit better actually. I like that. Yeah. So now we've got this whole array in place. Yeah, I still need to find gold. We'll work on that eventually. Yeah, what do we do next? Why are we glitching out? Why are we glitching out? Okay. So that is nice. I do like that. Okay. So we are going to need to get some more fuel. Actually, do you know what I'm going to do? Something I haven't done, and yet I should have done this. I don't know. An aeon ago. And we'll go with one oxygen tank as well. Why haven't I done this? It should have been something like the first thing I did. First thing that I did. In the O2, H2 jacket. Okay, but we want the tanks. So that'd be the hydrogen one, oxygen one. Generator, we'll take the auto refill. No, actually, we'll leave the auto refill. Yeah, what did I...
Energy
That was
low.
That was... That's weird. Okay, I'm going to refill first before taking from the tanks. Get some drink while I'm waiting for that. Talking of food type stuff. Yeah, we'll dare the banana beef. Sounds horrible. Alright, once that's heating this up. Alright, now we should have plenty of hydrogen to do all this lovely jubbly stuff we need to do. Alright, there we go. Just come up here and I'm already on the move. Okay, as you also see, I've hooked everything up, so we can just and I've got all the wheels set up so it all goes the same speed. We've got the distance at the front and the back. So we can do all of our lovely jumps and stuff that we've been doing. Go put yourself in the side. Get the medical room in to make things easier, and then after that put in the facilities for On the move. It changed direction on me. Gotcha. You're mine now. No. But yeah, what did I get out of that actually? Got mushroom spores out of that and a medikit. That's pretty cool. I like that. Whoa. We're heading back this way. Get some air time. Colossal mistake that I made before the having to do with redux. Yeah, part 2, whatever, however you wish to word it. I mean, also got another idea for this as well, which I do want to get into in just a moment. Okay. Because I don't like this. S is not working for me. It's how do I describe it? I want to be able to come in to the bay with my wheels at negative 32, so I've got the maximum extension. So I don't have any problems when I crash down on things, because I must have had some damage on it by now. I'm surprised I should have. I mean, if anything, I really ought to have put in a building repair system by now, but I haven't actually in this mess yet. So, what I'm thinking is this. We put in a piston with that curved bit at the bottom. I think we should have no problem. The thing is though, is piston itself is 2 units high. You've got the curved bit there, so we're going to need some room for extension. So this is going to have to come in and
Inventory full.
yeah. Okay, where are we? There we go to T-piece. Say, and then we want to do all of our usual. Yeah, so we want to do something like this. Okay. that. Oh, where you glitching?
Inventory full. Inventory full.
Right, what's going on? I had this working fine up until I started recording this video, and then all of a sudden it just decided it's going to start glitching out. It's like, what? Okay. All of that in there now. We need pistons. Sort out my toolbars. There's landing gear. There's pistons. I'll tell you what, I'm interested to try some of this new landing gear stuff from what I've seen. Looks great. Why can't I get... Seven large steel tubes. I think I may have made a mistake. Where's the rest of my stuff? Okay, I'm going to go max distance 1 meter for the moment. Quality. Then we can have interior elements. Both. So we know roughly where to put the. So probably about another ½ metre. That's looking good. Might be more like 1.6, but. Oh, didn't need it. That was a waste. Okay, 1.7. Yeah, 1.6 looks to be probably be about enough. I know it doesn't have to be perfect. I want it to look good, at least. But at least now we've got this. I mean, we got it connected. I mean, who knows? Maybe actually that might be a feature we might keep. I mean, you think about the potential uses of something like this rather than having the ramp. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I have to think about it, see what we do. There's pros and cons for it as well. But the other thing that I need to do, which is probably the boring part, probably bring this out a bit more. Do that reasonably swiftly. I won't build this all in, but what was it, 6 or 7? Yeah, 7. So I'm thinking could have maybe a door either side. We don't really need it pressurized, do we? Or do we just have one door in the middle there? Because actually I do like that. That is nice. That door there. And then what I'm I think I'm gonna definitely have to extend this out more. More steel needed. Not sure whether 20 is going to be enough, but needs to be. We can go back for more. And there we go. All right. Okay. So. We're going to come in here, and what I really, really, really want is for the medical wing to be in this section here. So what we're going to have, we need some lab equipment. I'm not going to make it as zinged out as our previous one. We'll put in like weapons racks in here as well. Maybe a bed. We need the medical room itself, which should be survival kit for the medical room. I'm not going to put in a cryopod this time around. Because frankly, I believe we don't need it. Because my understanding is beds actually double as a now as a means to stop food from yeah, from hunger to happen. Okay, so how are we going to do this? Because I would like this firmly in the wall somehow, you know. You know, sort of maybe something like that. But then we can't. Actually, we can. I've got an idea. First, we need some interior plate. But what I'm thinking is if we go something like this, and then we can go. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. Ah! Alright, we'll turn the door inside. Find where I put the door. Yeah, because then all we can then do is we don't need to do any of that fancy dancy stuff. We can just go like that. And then boom, that's all in one. Yeah. And then I'm thinking, like when I was saying about like beds earlier, I mean, yeah, we got the new simple bed, which would be great if we were doing like a base on a planet or something like that. But I'm thinking, yeah, keeping in with the theme, sort of maybe doing something like this. This is going to be easier to see. We've got it all constructed and built in. Good point. What am I doing? I am being an absolute gimbal. Alright, now I can do whatever's remaining. Yeah, that makes more sense. There we go. That wall's done. That's the bed done. There we have it. So yeah, as you see, it's now one nice wall over here, and then we've got this nice seal over here. So if we were to fly out here, yeah, you can't see through. There's no issues. Yes, that is exactly what I had in mind. Was that sort of ideology. In fact, actually, what we can do, make things even more. Take out that wall. And we'll replace it with weapons rack.
crank or a locker? Yeah, actually, that'd probably be, that'd be a good idea. There's like a lab freezer in there, then we could put like medical supplies and equipment of that sort of nature. Yeah. So, things open there. Six interior plates. What? Okay, so yeah, so we've got like this area here, which is more just a cosmetic thing. There should be, there we go, inventory. So let's go and grab some of our bits. So like bottles, those items. That's pretty much everything. Let's take machinery. That can go in this jobby for now. And eventually we'll get all our parts transferred into that. We can add in the 5 hydrogen bottles into there. Actually, even better. What am I putting in there? What am I putting in there where I can easily go put them in my actual, in my actual hydrogen tank itself for safe storage. Might as well use what I've got, isn't it? So yeah. So now all we got in here is mostly foodstuffs, plushy. The plushy we might as well, for intents and purposes, we might as well just throw it in there with the medical stuff for now. This is wrong. This is wrong. Okay. Because what I'm thinking is this. We need a sorter. This jobby here. Make sure to get these arrows the right way around. And we'll put it upside down. Because what we can then do is we can put a block in here for that to sort of, in effect, be mounted onto. And then we can then have there. Usually I like to have things all sealed off. This time I don't think I'm going to make an exception to
gives us options for things like weapon ports and things like that, I guess. Set as is this still manufacturing? I guess manufacturing slaughter, cargo. Whitelist components. So, drain all. So, if I've done my job right, we should see just the grav components in there. Oh, we've got some other bits and pieces in there as well. The downside to this is we're going to need some way of turning this on and off if we want to move things back to the assembler. I don't think there is a best way. Because, well, frankly, to have it like an infinite loop, we're going to need to have something that we can switch on and off. So, I suppose in effect, we could bring that loop full circle from here backwards, so that we can then. We do need to bring things back into the assembly. We can open up another port going this way, so we don't get an infinite loop cycle going. So we are going to need to do thing like this, so it goes this way.
Energy low.
That is our return. Oops. What will be our return? Because if that is left empty, or sorry, set to components, but left as a non-drain ore, then we can then go into the assembler and then physically draw out what we want to draw out. material. I might have to visit the iron mine. So, we also are at 52 minutes. So what I'll probably do is let's see how far we can get in the next few minutes. We may have to draw this session to a close and continue from this one. Where I'll continue. In the meantime, I'll continue doing some more of the. Continue doing some more of, say, the stroke equipment room or to entice constantly updating things as well. I could do that as a T-piece, and then the one outside could then, if I rotate it, so it in effect it sort of flows in, and then got stuff coming the other way, then it goes up, and then it can then like filter into. I can potentially save resources and some time. I'm not ashamed to
Energy critical.
This sort of thing is okay. So much neater, tidier. So I think what we're going to do is we're just going to cancel that lot. Grab that, go back in there, go. Go back in there. Production, done. Basically, yeah, you can see what we need. You know, it's going to be relatively easy to do. So I just need 430 minutes. So I can just like go to our iron mine, which is that away, and get some more iron out of that. We don't have any sightings whatsoever. So yeah, I think that's the way we're going to do this. So, I'm going to leave it there for now. Where the sight of me running across the desert. Okay, hope you enjoyed this episode, guys, and join me next time on Kenshi's Game, where hopefully we'll start building a greenhouse and closing in the rest of the vehicle, and yeah, we'll see where the next adventure brings us. Alright guys, thanks for joining me. I'll catch you next time on Kenshi's Game.